Hi, and welcome. My name is Bonnie. Thanks for joining me today. This is a traditional yoga practice, and I invite you to modify any posture for your own comfort. And I will talk about those modifications as we move through the practice. So let's begin. We're going to begin in a seated position on your mat, and you can begin to modify right away. Modify the way you arrange your own legs in your own way so that it's comfortable for you. So whatever that looks like, we want a long, tall spine, a place where we can ground into our sitting bones and lift up through the crown of our heads. So we create lots of space for breath and energy to move through our body. Let your hands rest lightly, palms up or palms down. And as you're ready, just take a moment, roll your shoulders back and down, and then let your eyes close. So block out the external world of color and sensation and sound and everything about the outside world so that we can turn our attention inward. And we want to notice what's going on inside right now. Just take a little inventory of the inner landscape of your body. Notice how you feel. Notice your mood, the type of thoughts that are present. Just building the awareness of our body and our breath. So notice your breath and where you're breathing in your body. Where do you feel your breath? Where do you feel it the most? Just take a moment, noticing without changing anything. And then you can begin to deliberately deepen the breath with intention, breathing into the belly and just feeling the belly expand and relax with the breath. Just take 2 or 3 breaths there. Just letting the abdominal muscles relax for now, finding that belly breath. And then let the breath move into the rib cage. So belly expands, so does the ribs, from the side, the back, and the front of your body, in all directions, filling the lower lungs with breath. We don't breathe down into the lower lungs very often, so we're mostly breathing at the top of the lungs. So let's use the full capacity of our lungs, of our body, to introduce more energy, more life force to enter and enliven our bodies, our practice. The next breath in will move all the way up to the collarbones. When you exhale, exhale from the top to the bottom. Let the belly relax, or a little contraction at the end of the out-breath, and then fill up from the bottom to the top once again. Let's do one more of those full yogic breaths, breathing in fully, and then letting it go completely. Good. Bring your hands together in front of your heart now, and make an intention for your practice today. Keep it simple, keep it true. Something just for you. And then let your eyes open, and we're going to come to a tabletop position on our mats to begin. So hands and knees, knees under hips, wrists under shoulders. And take a moment to inhale, lift the chest forward and through the shoulders, and lift the tailbone and the crown of your head. And on the exhale, round your spine. Press into the tops of your feet here as you round, tucking the tail, tucking the chin. And on the inhale, as you come to cow pose, curl your toes under, stretch the soles of your feet. On the exhale, tops of the feet press down as you round your back. And then inhale into cow pose, looking forward. Exhale, cat pose. Take your time here, go slow. How slow can you actually go here? Moving with your breath. So we want to coordinate the breath with the movement of your body. And we'll do one more of these cat-cows. Full breath in, complete breath out as you draw the belly up towards the spine. And then on your inhale, come back to that tabletop position. Reach your right hand up and look up towards your thumb. And on your exhale, thread it through, just reach it through. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, unfurl your arm and reach. And then exhale, reach as far as you can. One more time, inhale, reach up, gaze up, and then exhale. And this time, lay the shoulder down, lay the side, you'll lay your ear down. Press your left hand down into the ground to find a deep twist. You can reach your left hand up, left shoulder back. Breathe, keeping the hips above the knees. And then bring your left hand down and press and come back to tabletop position. Let's do the other side. Left arm sweeps up. Look up towards your thumb. Exhale, thread it through, reach. Inhale. Exhale. Last time, inhale. And then exhale through. Lay your shoulder down, lay your head down. Press into the floor gently. Maybe you can reach up here if you like. Notice your breath. Notice your body. Be present. Right hand to the ground. Press down to come up. Come back to tabletop. Good. All right. Let's slide the right fingers forward and the left toes back. Breathe in and raise your arm and your leg parallel to the ground, and then release it on the exhale. Again, timing with your breath. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Now, this time we're going to stay. And if you like, you can stay here, or you can bend your knee and reach back for your foot. And if you find your foot, you're going to press your foot into your hand, lift your knee, lift your chest, gaze forward. One more breath. And then you can gently let it go. Bring your hand and your knee back down to the ground. Let's do the other side. Left fingers slide forward, right toes slide back. Press down into your right hand to lift up, strong in your core. Inhale. Exhale. Take your time. Inhale. Exhale. Once again. And then this last time to stay. You can stay or find your foot, find the bind, lift the knee, lift the crown of your head, breathe. Good job. Gently let the foot go and release your hand and your knee to the ground. Walk your hands, one handprint forward. Curl your toes under. Lift your knees and press your hips back towards your heels. Lift your sitting bones. Keep your knees bent. And then press one heel down towards the ground, downward facing dog. Bend that knee, press your other heel. Like this, with your breath, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Good, now both heels. Lift both heels up. Press both heels down. They don't have to reach. Just lengthen your hips away from your wrists. Broaden across your upper back. Relax your neck and your jaw. Take one more breath, downward facing dog. Modify the knees bent if you like. Legs can be either extended or bent. And then we're going to look towards our hands, and we're going to tiptoe our feet forward until we reach our hands. And then take your feet out wider than your hands. Turn your toes out slightly. And then sink down into a squat. Good. You can bring your hands together in front of your heart, or you can take your fingers out wide on the floor for balance. You might be on your toes, that's okay too. If you can, sink back onto your heels. Now, on the inhale, we're going to sweep the arms out, press into the feet, come all the way up. And on the exhale, sink back down into your Malasana squat, garland pose. Inhale. Exhale. And now modify. You could bring elbows to knees and stay there. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, down. Last time we breathe in to rise up and we stay. Reach up, look up, bring your hands to your heart and walk your feet in so that you're standing with your feet underneath your hips. Release your arms to your side and come to mountain pose. Reach your fingers gently towards the ground to let the shoulders slide down the back of your body. The lower belly lifts. Navel lock. Connecting with your core. Breathe in, and on the exhale, bring your hands to your heart. On your inhale, take the hands up, the arms up. And on the exhale, bring your hands down behind your back. So the thumbs coming to the back of your neck. And then press your fingertips down further so that the elbows move in towards each other. Nice stretch for the triceps. And then on an inhale, lace your fingers together and reach up, press up. On the exhale, take the arms down, lace your fingers together. Inhale, press your knuckles towards the ground as you open up across the chest. And then on the exhale, hinge forward into a forward bend. Your knees can be bent here. You can keep your hands beside your hip as you draw the knuckles towards your tailbone, or you can take the arms up over your head towards the sky. Pull the arms back, pull the shoulders back as you peel up, chin, chest, come back to stand, and then release and come back to mountain. So we're going to do that again, and we'll move with our breath. So breathe in to begin. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Cross your fingers the other way this time, so it feels awkward. And then exhale. Again, cross the funny way. Press your knuckles and breathe in. And then exhale, hinge forward. Inhale, lift your chin, chest, rise up. And on the exhale, release your hands to the side of your body. Nice. Okay, step to the front of your mat if you're not there already. And then breathe in and reach up And on the exhale, swan dive, fold forward. So lead with your heart all the way over the legs. Inhale, straighten your spine, look forward, draw your shoulders back. And here, lift the lower belly up again, giving you more space to hinge over the legs as you surrender, forward fold. Soften your knees, breathe in and sweep the arms out and reach up. Palms touch. And bring the hands together, again in front of the heart center. Let's add on to this. Breathe in, rise up, exhale, fold forward. Inhale, long spine. And exhale, step your right foot back and release your knee down. On the inhale, arms stretch up. Bring your palms together, lace your fingers and point your index finger, crescent lunge. Breathe in, exhale, elbow across the knee, palms together, pull the hands in towards your armpit and press into that knee with your right elbow. Press into your right palm with your left hand. Look over the elbow. Good. Breathe in back to your crescent. And on the exhale, release your hands and slide your hands back to reach towards the back of your mat. So you're going to reach and lift the heart. And then press into your feet and rise all the way up into a high lunge. So the back leg will be straight, the left knee will be bent. Inhale, exhale, lower down onto the knee, or you can float the knee. And then rise up, inhale, high lunge. One more time. Inhale, exhale, press and rise. Good. Now, let's reach the right arm forward and the left arm back into a twist. And if you can, you're going to look back towards your left hand. On the inhale, reach up. And on the exhale, pivot your heel. Warrior two pose. So find your warrior. Shoulders over hips. Shoulders relaxed. Fingers stretching out. Forward and back. Now turn your left palm to the sky and reach up, exalted warrior. Right hand slides down the right leg. Come back through warrior two pose. And then come to a modified side angle where your forearm rests on your thigh. And you can gaze up here towards your right thumb. Let's do that again. Let's inhale, exalted warrior. And then exhale, side angle pose. You can go deeper if you like. Inhale, exalted warrior. And then exhale, you could bring your fingertips down to the inside of your foot and reach overhead with your right arm. Extended side angle pose. Breathe here. On your inhale, rise up, warrior two. On your next inhale, pivot your feet, parallel your feet together, breathe in, exhale, swan dive, fold forward between your feet. Bring your right hand to the ground underneath your face, reach your left hand to the sky. Bring your left hand down underneath your face, reach your right hand to the sky. Breathe here. Now, release your hand, both hands down, and walk your hands around and pivot your feet towards the front of your mat. Left foot, toes face forward. Right foot, the toes point to about 1 o'clock. Imagine the face of a clock. And then both legs are straight. We're going to walk our hands up to our waist and rise up from there. So you can take your left foot and take it a little wider for more balance, more stability. Breathe in and reach up. And on the exhale, we're going to fold halfway forward and bring our hands to our waist. So you're looking down towards your left big toe. You're going to slide that left hip back a little bit and your right hip forward. Just square the hips. Draw the shoulders back. Draw the belly up. And then inhale and come back up. We're going to change the arms again. As you hinge at the hips, we're going to come to cactus arms with the elbows bent, shoulder height, the backs of your hands pressing up towards the ceiling. And then on your next inhale, arms sweep up. This time, if you like, you can hinge forward, arms extended forward. You can always modify back to cactus or hands to waist. Pyramid pose. Intense side stretch. One more breath there. And then we're going to release our hands down and move to a balanced pose, sliding your left hand forward, raising your right leg up. Roll the right hip up, press through the right heel, balancing half moon. Reach your right arm up towards the sky. Look up towards your right hand if that's possible for you. One more breath. And then release your hand. And step your right foot back. Hands shoulder distance apart. We're going to step back into a plank pose. So roll onto the tiptoes, and then you can lower down from your knees or your toes, and then breathe in, tops of the feet, press down, the chest lifts, cobra. Moving slowly through vinyasa, curl your toes under, plank or table, and downward facing dog. Raise your right leg up. Press the heel back, look between your hands and step your right foot between your hands and then your left foot. Soften your knees, breathe in and reach up. And then with your exhale, bring your hands to your heart and come back to mountain pose. So let's do those postures on the other side. Stand at the top of your mat. Notice how you feel. Take a moment. Find your foundation, find your center. Remember your intention. Now breathe in and reach up. Exhale, swan dive, fold forward with a smile. Inhale, look forward. And on the exhale, plant your fingertips and step your left foot back. Release your left knee down. Breathe in, reach up, crescent lunge. Bring your palms together. Lace your fingers, stretch through the fingertips. Breathe in, and on the exhale, left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Palms pull in together, twisting. Find your twist. Press down into that palm of your left hand. Gaze over the right elbow or shoulder. One more breath. And then inhale, unwind and reach back up, crescent lunge. And then exhale and release your fingertips down. And then take your arms back, reach your fingertips towards the back of your mat. Breathe in, rise up, high lunge, pressing through the left heel. Exhale, release. So maybe the knee doesn't touch. Inhale, high lunge pose. Exhale, lower. One more time. Inhale, rise up. Exhale down. And then come back to the high lunge. Pause. Reach your left hand forward, your right hand back. And if you can, look back towards your right hand. Breathe here into that twist. On the inhale, unwind, reach up. And on your exhale, spin your left heel down and find warrior two pose. Shoulders over hips. Shoulders line up with the long edge of your mat. Turn your right palm up and reach exalted warrior. And then exhale through warrior two pose, modified side angle pose. Reach up, look up. Inhale, exalted warrior. And exhale, side angle. You can extend the arm if you like. One more time, we'll move into the full expression or modify. Fingertips come down, creating a long diagonal line with the left side of your body. Look up under your armpit and breathe. And notice what you feel in your body right now. Good. And then breathe in and rise up. Warrior two pose for a pause, for a breath. And then inhale as you pivot your feet and reach your hands up. And on the exhale, swan dive and fold forward. We're going to bring our left hand towards our right foot and then reach up. A deeper twist. Try to keep your hips centered. Try not to slide the hips to the right, but back more to the left so that you can feel the hips are parallel and level to the ground. Breathe in. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, fold forward. Bring your left hand to your right foot or your left foot and reach up with your left arm. Deeper twist. Gaze up towards your thumb if you like. Breathe in, and with the exhale, let the left hand come down. And then we're going to walk our feet, turn our feet around towards the front of the mat. So coming to our intense side stretch once again. Let's step forward with the right foot and step back with the left foot. Rise up on your inhale. Same thing on this side. Square the hips. Inhale the arms up. And then exhale and hinge forward over the right leg. Draw the shoulders back and the belly up. And then on your next inhale, we reach up, and on the exhale, cactus arms. Press the elbows and the back of your hands up as you broaden across the heart. Lengthen your spine. And one more time, inhale. And this time, full expression if you like. Arms stretching forward, shoulders plugged into the back of your body. Breathing here. One more breath. And then let the hands float down and we'll bring them forward. Right fingertips under right shoulder as the left leg floats up. The left hip lifts over the right, and we reach for the sky with the left hand. Bring most of your weight, if you can, onto your foot, not your fingers, not your hand. You can look up if it's available to you. Now let your hand float down to the ground. Step way back with your left foot and then bring your right foot back to meet it. Come to plank pose. Slide forward onto the tips of your toes and come down from your knees or the toes. And then inhale, lift the heart, cobra, back bend. And on your exhale, child's pose. Sink the hips back towards the heels. Rest your forehead on the ground or something. You can stack your fists if your head doesn't reach. And take a breath or two. Now, from here, hands come back shoulder distance apart. Come up to your tabletop and slide your left knee towards your left thumb. Walk your right toes back. We'll find pigeon pose. So, maybe you can parallel your shin to the front edge of your mat. And if you can't, anywhere where the heel lines up with the right thigh is perfectly fine. Squaring the hips as best you can. Press into the fingertips to lift the chest. And then you can drape your body over your shin if you like. You can rest on your hands again or your forehead to the ground. And take a few moments in this deep hip stretch, finding stillness, noticing sensation, noticing breath, perfectly still. One more breath. And then move the hands again under the shoulders to lift up. Take your right leg and swing it all the way around with your foot to the outside of your left knee. Now, if this is uncomfortable, stretch your left leg forward. Otherwise, you can keep the heel towards the hip. Either way is fine. We're going to reach up with the left hand. We're going to turn towards the right. Bring the elbow to the outside of the knee. Look back over your right shoulder. If that isn't possible, hug your knee to your chest is just fine as well. Draw the navel center. Draw the belly in and lift up through the crown of your head. Create space from the tailbone to the occipital ridge along your spine to find more rotation, more spiral, more freedom in your spine. Breathe in here, and on your exhale, unwind. Unwind. Slide your foot behind you and come back to tabletop. So we'll do the other side. Bring your right knee towards your right thumb, starting over. Angle your shin across the mat so that the heel lines up with your left thigh. Walk your left knee back as best you can. Arrange your body into your version of pigeon. It might be with both knees bent. So modify as you need to. Press into the fingertips and extend your spine. And then draw the body down over the shin. Take a breath or two to find your sleeping pigeon pose, and then try to be very still with it. Try to deal with the sensations that are present by breathing, by being aware. If there's pain, of course, you're going to move. But if there's just a little bit of discomfort, see if you can just breathe and be with that discomfort. You'll notice it changes or it goes away, given time. Two more peaceful breaths. And then bring your hands under your shoulders again. Press up and swing your left leg all the way forward and around. Foot lands on the outside of the right knee. Take your right hand to the sky to help help you to lengthen your spine. And then on your exhale, bring your elbow down. Now you can hug the knee as well, either way. Find your seated twist. The belly draws towards the spine. Retract the chin a little bit so that the back of your neck can get longer. And practice your breath here. Practice being present to what you're feeling. And then breathing in, and on the exhale, let's unwind. Unwind your legs. Just bring your hands behind and stretch your legs out in front of you, pressing out through the heels, lifting up through the crown of your head once again. So use your sitting bones to ground into the ground. Shoulders roll back and down. And then reach forward. And nice and slow, take your time to move down onto your mat. Use your belly like a brake. Every time you breathe out, see if you can get a little closer. Inhale, exhale. Come all the way down onto your back. Bend your knees, one last pose. Knees and heels come in towards the hips. The legs stay in that mountain arrangement in line with the hips, hands to the side. Press into your feet, raise the hip bones up, and then breathe in, and then again, lift a little higher. Keep lifting as high as you can, squeezing the glutes, squeezing the quadriceps, the hamstrings, the core, everything working. Gentle way to bring your body into an inversion, allowing the blood, the fluids to drain back towards the heart and the brain. One more breath here. Bridge pose, simple bridge pose. And then exhale, let's roll down the spine. One vertebrae at a time, coming all the way down. Now stretch your heels out to each corner of your mat. Turn your palms up towards the sky. Let your eyes close. Relax your jaw. Relax your mouth, your tongue. Relax your throat, your shoulders, your belly, your arms and your legs, your hands and your feet. Notice how you feel. Now I invite you to stay here for as long as you like, for as long as you need. And otherwise, bring your hands together in front of your heart in gratitude for our practice together today. And may your yoga practice bring strength to your body, peace to your mind, and love to your heart. Namaste. Thank you for joining me.